Hello.
Hi.
and welcome to Board Game Coffee. You are here with Mark Maya and
Sam Aho from Gamelyn Games.
there you go.
Both of our voices are a bit raspier than
Yeah.
day one.
Yeah, they are. We should compare those videos.
It's gonna be rough. I can't even.
There's all the talking. It does. It hurts. It hurts a little bit.
Starts to wear on you.
All right. Oh yeah, you gonna bring up our notes?
I'm gonna bring up the notes. Yeah,
Sam will also be following your comments.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I got those two. The first two I'm good. So
Okay.
let's see if anything comes in. All right. Let's start. Well, first of all, I like to say that I've been loving Essen. That was great.
Brittany says hi.
Oh, hey.
And Bruce is waving hello as well.
Hola, Bruce. So, we are very tired.
Yes.
So
an
tired.
understatement.
So if you sense a lack of energy coming from this video, that is why. And what time is it? It's 11:52 here.
It's early compared to when the other videos have happened.
Yeah. And I'm waking up in like 4.5 hours to catch a cab to go to the plane and to the airport. I mean, I'm already a little punchy, you know, and I still haven't packed. So it's gonna be good. So I should have about 2 hours sleep by the time I get in that cab.
I'm gonna be snoring the second that my head hits the pillow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's Sam's gift, is to go unconscious on command. Like Sam will ask you a question, and before I even get the first syllable out, you'll hear him snoring. Just like that.
Yeah, that's my wife complains about that a lot too. We'll be talking, and then
Yeah, me and Sam shared a room, by the way. Not just a room.
Yeah.
Should I say it?
Sure.
Not just a room, but we shared a bed.
I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah, it's true. That
You got to bunk together when you go to cons.
But you know, neither of us take up a lot of space, so it was actually fine.
It's true.
And they gave us separate sheets. There were separate blankets. It
Yeah.
was nice. There was like separate folded comforters.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Well, you find in Europe, when you travel in Europe, there's very few places that, like, it's rare. Our bed here is actually like a queen or a king. It's almost a king.
Yeah.
You don't find that a lot in Europe.
Mm.
You find a lot of twin beds, and a lot of times those twins will be pushed together. So you'll have like just a double twin
Yeah.
put together, but you don't find a lot of kings. Also, you don't ever get a double queen. That just doesn't happen in Europe. They don't.
Well, we just got lucky.
Yes. Yeah. Chris asked when we fly back.
That's a good question. Brittany, do you know when I fly back? Because I still got to check my schedule. All I remember is I have to leave here at 5. But
So you fly back tomorrow.
yeah, I fly back tomorrow. Like
I fly back on Tuesday.
yeah, so you fly back Tuesday.
I'll fly out of Frankfurt on Tuesday.
I'm flying out of here in a few hours. But the exact time, I don't know. Sleepy Mark will look at his schedule and figure it out. I'll get there. Okay, so we started. Thanks, Britt.
You leave at 9:30, which means you leave at 5 a.m. from the hotel.
There you go.
Even from across the world, she's planning her schedule.
Thanks, Brittany. I hope to get some rest, Chris. Okay, so once again, I don't think I could take on any requests to do anything at a con when I'm working a booth.
No, yeah.
There's just no time. There's no time because like there was like there's like 2 hours before I start. There's 2 hours in the middle, and then that's it, and then the show's over. So it's 4 hours spread out. But it's like it's usually like, okay, I'll get a test. I'll meet somebody, back to the booth. Meet somebody, get a play test, back to the booth. Or whatever, even that. Sometimes meet somebody, back to the booth. Meet somebody, get one play test, and that's it. Like, it just happens so fast, right? And have I mentioned Essen's huge? It's huge.
It's massive.
So anyways, first thing I did this morning, I had my beautiful wife, Brittany, on my mind. It's true.
He did.
Woke up.
He was talking to me as I was hazily pretending to listen.
Yeah, and then after breakfast, before we went to the show, I hopped on one of those Lime scooters, which they have here in Germany. We don't have them in at least, or Toronto or London that I've seen.
They're in the United States.
Yeah.
They're becoming more abundant.
So they're great.
Wonderful.
The little scooters that are on the side of the road where you just scan, you get the app, you scan them with your phone, and you just take off, and they just charge your credit card, and for distance, right?
Yeah.
And you can just leave them pretty much anywhere. Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
there's some rules, but the app will tell you where you can't leave them, right?
Yeah.
Like if you park them somewhere where you can't, and you just take you scan a barcode to start it, take a picture of it when you park it,
Yeah.
and that's
Found
it.
out the part where I couldn't park before dinner.
Yeah. So they're fun. So anyways, I hopped on the scooter. Brett, if you're listening, I was on a mission. I hopped on the scooter and I went down to the shopping district of Essen to buy you something, German as a gift, something you couldn't get back home. And I learned that everything was closed. And I don't know if it's because it's Sunday or because I was early, but everything was closed. So you got nothing. So that's the end of that story. Well, you got the tavern game. I got you that.
She did get the tavern
You
game.
got the tavern game. So.
But she wanted something else too.
Oh yeah, the chartered game.
Oh yeah, did you get that one?
No, I forgot. I went there to go talk to one of the guys. I wanted to talk to them about something and pick the game up at the same time, and I forgot. It's all right. My bag. You'll see what I got here. It wouldn't fit in my bag anyways. So, anyways, I'm getting like internet warnings. I don't know why since I'm using Wi-Fi. If there's
I disconnected from the Wi-Fi, so I had to get connected again.
All right, if there's a disruption in the feed, we will start again. Okay. So, got it. First game after
Here to help.
After I failed buying a gift for my beautiful wife, I got into the show. I went straight to the Summer Pavilion booth, Azul Summer Pavilion, which I wasn't able to get a demo yesterday. I got a demo today. So now I can tell you about Azul Summer Pavilion. And I like it. Now, I've never played Stained Glass. Sam likes
Stained Glass is fantastic. I love Stained Glass.
Did I get? No, I didn't eat I didn't eat schnitzel. Sorry. But, so Stained Glass.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Stained Glass. Summer Pavilion. Played Summer Pavilion. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the third Azul installment, which has got like these floral patterns this time. So you still got the colorful tiles, but they're like diamond shaped. And let me get the box. They look like this. So you got your tiles, and you pick them up. If you've played Azul, same deal. You got your factories, and you got your tiles in the middle. So you pick tiles from them, and except I think there's more factories actually in this one.
Really?
Because I looked like there was a lot on the table, but there wasn't a lot of room on the table. So the circle of factories wasn't really a circle; it was kind of blob of factories.
So it could have been just perception.
Yeah, it could have been. But anyways, and yeah, it's got the same collection, except when you collect it, it doesn't go on like a board like on Azul where you collect the square tiles. So there's no limit at that point. So you just collect tiles and you keep them on a pile next to your board that's got the floral patterns. Sorry, I am a little tired. And then when the scoring portion comes, after all the tiles are gone, you actually take your turn and go around. So you're like, okay, I'm going to put one leaf here. And the other person gets one leaf here. And as you put the leaves, you score them as they go around. So everybody goes around placing a leaf on their board. And or petals. As these petals go together, just like in Azul, if you put a petal by a petal, that's 2 points. Put another petal by that one, that's 3 points. But now how you place the petals is there's numbers on the petals, 1 to 6. So to put a petal on the first one, you just put one of the tiles, the petal tiles. You just put it on there. But if you want something like 2 or 3, it depends, right? So if you want to put a petal on number 3, then you got to spend 3 tiles to put 1 on there.
Really?
Yeah. So
you got to discard other tiles that you've gained.
Yeah. So you've got to discard 2 other tiles of the same color to put the third one on the petal that counts as 3.
But it's scoring a lot more points.
Yeah. So, well, no, actually, a 6 or like a 6 and a 1 score you 1. Only if they're together. So, but you get bonus points for finishing the flower. So, and you get bonus points for if you have all the 1 petals on all the flowers. So if you have all the 2 petals on all the flowers, you get bonus points for having that too. And there's like I think 6 different colors or something of flowers, and there's one in the middle that's like every petal has to be a different color. So if you complete flowers, you get bonus points at the end. And there's also these images in between the petals, because the petals will make these little, they'll have like these little holes, these little diamond holes in between them. And in there on the board, there's actually images of like statues or windows, and if you close them off like that with the petals, you actually get a bonus from scoring that, which is there's this other board that's off to the side. That's like a communal tile board. That's all a bunch of petals, and they're randomly placed there. And you can grab anything from 1 to 3 of them, depending on which image you tracked, and then you can use those to build your flowers. And then if you, what you can do between rounds is you can save petal. You can store up to 4 petals on your board. There's these storage spots. So in the next round, you can use those if you want. Because there's 6, it's broken up into rounds, so there's 6 rounds. Or I think it's 6. And each round, each colored tile gets a chance to be the wild tile.
The wild tile.
So yeah, so if a wild tile, you can only take one of them. So if there's a factory, say the red tile is wild. There's a factory with a blue tile, 2 blue tiles, a red tile, and a purple tile. If you take the blue tiles, you have to take that red wild tile because it's considered a blue, right? So, but if there's 2 red tiles on there, you still only take 1. So it's weird. It's got that little interesting little mechanism in there.
That probably helps to the needing to discard tiles simply to place them. That's help that mechanism.
So yeah, it works really good, and it also gets wild tiles in the center. Or you probably never get wild tiles in the center.
Bruce says, "Don't tell me you eat the Hawaiian pretzels that I've heard they have there at the con." I've never heard of the Hawaiian pretzels.
I've seen people eat pretzels.
I don't know what the Hawaiian pretzels are.
Some lady actually hit me with some pretzel salt today. She was just obliviously just kind of like tearing apart this, and she was like struggling, and she and it like flicked. And so I was walking by, so I'm like, and she looked so unenthused. Like that pretzel was not making her happy at all.
My favorite con treat at Essen is, and I don't know if you saw them, they're the swirly potatoes.
Yeah.
The swirly fried salty potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They have those like fairs in like London. Yeah. There's like a machine, like you put the potato in the machine and it just spiral like zzz, it cuts them and then you deep fry it.
I feel like here it's a little bit different because they're not as inconsistent. Because I've seen that where it just goes really thin. This one, they're thick throughout the whole thing.
Oh, I've always seen the ones that look like here, where they're thick through the whole thing.
Oh man, they're so good though.
Yeah, I've never had.
I'm sure they're like 1,000 calories.
That's why I've never had them.
You've never even tried it?
No, because they're like 1,000 calories.
I actually had some of one today. I was at the yellow booth, and one of the workers there had one, and she was sharing with me.
Oh,
I had never met her, so it was like very bold of her to say, "Would you like some of my salted fried potato?"
They're friendly here in Germany.
But I was like, well, I mean, she's American.
Yeah, but Americans get friendlier in Germany.
Anyway, it was good. It was delicious.
But yeah, so I liked Summer Pavilion. I only played one game. Did I win? Did I win? No, I didn't. I didn't win. I did not win. The guy that was sitting to my left won. But it was great. I had a good time. Oh, gotcha. All right, so
keeping him on track.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. He's reeling me in. But I enjoyed Summer Pavilion. So if you're wondering, should I get Summer Pavilion? If you like the original Azul, I think you'll like this one. Like, you should like it. It plays great.
I'm excited to try mine.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll probably be one of my first played ones back from the con. Mm-hmm. Because the concepts of Azul are so familiar.
Yeah.
And I'm sure my game group is going to be excited to try it.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to pick up and play and learn. If you already know the basic rules of Azul, but it's different enough. Like the middle part where you're collecting, that's the same. Everything else past that is
same thing with
different.
Sintra. The middle part, exact same, but everything that happens after that is different.
Ah, interesting. All right.
And I strongly suggest Sintra. I love that. Quick and the Undead.
Quick and the Undead. So we also tried another demo. Well, not we. Sam didn't try this. We went
this
over.
This guy was at the booth like all day long.
Yeah, hanging in there, fighting off some con cred.
Yeah.
So if I'm sick, Britt, this is why.
It was my fault, probably.
So I headed over to Connor's booth to go check out This Connor from Gorus Maximus fame, and they were demoing The Quick and the Undead. So it's like a western with zombies, and
A play on words of The Quick and the Dead.
yeah, yes, and Daryl Andrews, who I just met in Germany, and only lives.
Because I introduced you to him.
Yeah, which you did a great job. He's a nice guy. Only lives like an hour away from me, but I met him here. So
2 Canadians had to go to Germany to meet.
yeah, so great guy, and he was the designer of Sagrada.
Yep.
Or
He's done a lot of other titles as well, but that's his most famous.
Yeah,
by far.
Sagrada. He also designed Sinister Six, which I just picked up recently, which I want to try out. But yeah, Sagrada is like his big hit, right? So he designed the Quick and the Undead, and I got to play it with actually, if anybody backed Madeira, the designer Madara, damn it, Madara. If anybody backed Madara,
By Succubus Publishing.
yeah, the designer Alex Hansen. I had dinner with him yesterday, and we got together to play The Quick and Undead. He was across the table from me, so it was me, him, and then 2 guys from the booth, and I think they were from the booth. They were wearing shirts that looked like they belonged there.
That makes sense.
And so we're all playing this game, and here's how it goes. So The Quick and the Undead, you got I think it's 4 or 5 meeples, and you have this little board. It's got a zombie silhouette corpse on it, and it's got all these body parts that you can, I guess, shoot at, but it's just for show. That part doesn't really matter. You put bullets, 1 to 8 bullets, on this card, and then the way you attack is you roll a die, and if you roll a 3 and you have a bullet on your 3, you fire that bullet. Oh, actually, you fire that bullet regardless. No, yeah, you do. You fire the bullet regardless if it's there, but you that only matters if you're fighting a unit. Sorry, Sam's blowing his nose. It's very distracting.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, so yeah, basically you.
I tried to be discreet.
You pick positions secretly. You place your meeple on that position. Depending on your position that you pick on this board, you can do different things. Like you can kill zombies. You can steal points, bullets, or money from other players. And then if you kill the zombies that are in the street, you can go into buildings. Like you invest in these businesses. Like you pay the building, you go inside, and if you go inside a building, your meeple is anchored to this building, and then you get a bonus every time the round starts, which is more bullets, more money, whatever it is. But other people can go into that same building, like they go into the saloon, and they can challenge you, and if they kill you, you're out, and they're out, and you take over the saloon.
Huh.
So super simple game to play. And at the end, you score points if the game ends and you're still in that building that you're in. You get points attached to that building, but not if there's a zombie attached to it, because there's zombie cards attached to all the buildings. And one of the things you do is if you beat somebody, if you shoot them, they turn into a zombie that they can place anywhere on the board. And zombies are worth points if you kill them. But a tactic is to place the zombie on the building that you just got shot in, because somebody just came in there to, they killed you so they could take your points from the building. But if you put your zombie body, if you attach it to that building, because you get to choose, you can't score points if there's a zombie attached to that building.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's their little come back from the dead. He's like, oh, now you have to deal with their zombie corpse. Because just because you kill them, it's a zombie apocalypse. So they're not done yet, so the building's not clear.
Yeah.
You're not dealing zombie them. So you have to kill them, and then you get points for them. So you kill them to become a zombie. You kill their zombie, and you get points for killing the zombie.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So I actually liked the game. It went by, it's went by fairly. We played it in an hour. I don't think we were playing, and we just got taught it. I don't think we were playing necessarily the fastest. And I won, so that's great. That makes it better. That makes it better for sure. And that was it for the quick thing. I like it. I think it's going on Kickstarter. So I don't know when. Oh, I do. Halloween. I believe that was it. I believe that's the date. Somebody made a comment. It's going on Halloween. It's going up on Kickstarter. And if it looks like something you'd be interested in, I had fun playing it, if that means anything. I didn't play it enough to give it a full review and still in prototype state, but I had a good time. So I guess I think the only thing that really matters to me is price point, really.
It's a Daryl Andrews game, so there's a good shot. I'll give it a chance.
Yeah. So, so that was another game I demoed, which was great. And that game was 2 booths away from us the whole time.
Really?
Well, it's because it's just like 2 that way behind
Oh.
us. So I finally got to try it out.
There you go.
All right, what's next?
Grand Con.
Oh, Grand Con. Now, Grand Con is a board game convention in Michigan. Now, what does that have to do with Essen? Well, Brian. What's Brian's last name?
Brian Lenz.
Brian Lenz. Brian Lenz.
L-E-N-Z.
Say that again.
L-E-N-Z.
Okay, go.
Oh, I just felt like it was.
Thanks.
I clarified.
Okay, Brian Lenz. Yeah, it is a glass straw. This hotel gives you glass straws.
Yeah, well, it's a whole thing in Germany. Like, I haven't seen a plastic straw my entire time here. There was one place where Mike and Nate got pasta.
I got it too.
The pasta straws.
Yeah, they're like thick, long pasta straws. So
for alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, so Brian has got this con called Grand Con, and it's in Michigan. Now, I only bring it up because I was talking to Brian on this trip. I just met Brian. And he was actually working at the booth across from us.
Yeah, he was helping out Pandasaurus.
He was helping out Pandasaurus, yeah. And
I tried to get him to help us out. Pandasaurus had already claimed him.
No. Well, you got stuck with me. So, anyways, yeah, Brian runs this con, and we're talking to him, or we just started the seeds conversation to see if Board Game Coffee could do something at the con. So that would be pretty cool. I've never been to Grand Con, but it's been around for a few years now. And so we're gonna talk about the possibilities of having like a little interview corner, a little play area where we'd be streaming, and who knows, depending who we get to the show, we'll get like interviews going and live. So who knows? We don't know. It's up in the air what we're gonna be doing, but we're in talks to do something cool. A famous
designer might be going to the show.
Oh yes, famous designer might. It's too early to say. To say, I wouldn't mention it. Yes, there might be a famous designer going to the show.
There might actually be 2 famous designers going to the show.
There might be a few, but there's one that I know who you're thinking about. So I don't think we should name any names. But anyways,
basic gist is go to Grand Con.
Yeah, so if you're
make it a destination.
If you're at Grand Con, we're gonna try to go. We're gonna try to work something out with Brian and see what Board Game Coffee can do to kind of like spice up the social aspects of Grand Con, the social media aspects. So that could be neat.
Yeah.
So, and that was another cool thing about being here, is meeting all kinds of cool people, right? And as Board Game Coffee, true, our experience is a little different, right? Because we meet people now, cool. Now we get to maybe help out at this other con, and we meet cool, designers and whatever. So it's a different experience, granted, but it's great. And we still like the demos. That's the same experience. Like anybody could have gone up and got any of those demos. So that's why I don't want to spend too much time on the meeting stuff, but I just thought I'd mention that. So keep an eye out for Grand Con and our channel, and if we do anything with it, either on we'll either mention it on your YouTube channel or Instagram feed. We'll mention it somewhere. Yeah, for sure.
So, I'm sure you'll put it in both places.
Yeah, that's quite possible.
What game did you get today?
Is that that's okay? Thanks.
I mean, I made a very smooth transition.
You did great.
And then
I'm sleepy.
Oh yeah, that was next on the list. Could have just rolled with it.
Well, I'm gonna start. Okay, well, I'll save the new. I'm gonna go old to new. Okay, so I'm gonna do these first.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
These. I'm gonna do these first.
Well, I don't want to say what they are until they see them. God, some people. Okay, so, ready? I got some gifts from the Gamelyn booth since. I picked up a few things I didn't have. I got my Tiny Epic Galaxies mat. And you know what this mat taught me? Is that I don't have the deluxe version. Because if you notice here, it says super weapon. When I saw
Satellites and super weapons.
Yeah, thanks. I know now. Because I had the regular version, and I don't remember what version I bought because it was years ago, and I just ripped the plastic off. It's not like the stickers on the box. So, and nothing's packed how it was, right? So when I asked Nate, who is the other Gamelyn Games...
He's the chief sales officer of Gamelyn Games.
I'm trying to come up with a cool team name.
Oh.
You made it boring.
He's part of the crew.
There you go.
He's part of the Gamelyn crew. He's a Gamelyn knight.
But I asked him, I was like, what the... Because I was explaining this to somebody, and I was like, hold on. What the hell is this? And I was like, Nate, what the hell is a super weapon? Like, it's from the deluxe edition. What? It was like, I don't have any super weapons. Like, I played that game so many times. Like, I know I don't have any super weapons. So that's how I found out that I don't have the deluxe edition.
Well, good thing is you know a guy.
Yeah. Did you? It would be good if any boxes got broken on that. Then I would just open that and take those because there was some damage.
Well, we had a satellite and super weapon behind the booth for forever, and then someone claimed it.
Yeah. Oh well. And then I also got the expansion mat. Hey.
Beyond the Black.
Cool. I like Beyond the Black.
I'm a big fan of Beyond the Black.
It's actually one of my like favorite expansions, hands down. Like,
yeah. The pilots and the deep space exploration and all the set collection.
Yeah,
love it
it's
all.
cool. Like I thought what it adds to the game was great.
Yeah.
And then I got what is Quest? I'm trying to think which way's up, which way's down. Okay. So that was a bigger one. I'm gonna do a pan. So I got the mat for Tiny Epic Quests. And then we got one more. Well, one more mat and then a bunch of other stuff.
Last but not least. For board game coffee.
Yeah, last but not least. Tiny Epic Mechs mat. There you go. Now, I like the mats. I'm a fan. I love neoprene. I'm a big fan of neoprene. If you've seen my unboxings of, anything from Chip Theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chip Theory does quality stuff.
Yeah, they do, and everything's neoprene. It's like I think I made a comment about they must have a neoprene forest nearby. Because it's just there's so much of it.
Well, their whole company focuses non-paper products.
Yeah, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
So, okay, now for the game haul. Are you ready? There's one that I am super excited about. And this man made it come true. So I'm very excited. Oh, get it. It's cool. Wait. Oh, I can't show that. That's be a spoiler. That one there. All right, so one of the games I got was, you've played this, right?
I have.
Okay, so maybe you can talk about it.
Sure.
All right. The game I picked up was Fleet Dice. Huh?
Fleet the Dice Game.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Fleet Dice. Fleet the Dice Game.
Yeah.
Did I mention I'm tired? I'm a little delirious. So yeah, Fleet the Dice Game. That's it. Get a good look at it. There you go. You can see the glare, the magic.
Because it's still in plastic.
Yeah, I know it's still
So I got an advanced copy of Fleet the Dice Game last year at Essen, and I didn't play it until like 2 weeks ago. But then I played it, and I immediately wanted to play again. And it's a roll and write.
It's really tiny.
Yeah, it's not a super quick roll and write. Like it's about a 45-minute to an hour roll and write. But I ended up playing it again the same night, and then I played it solo a couple times. But it's really fun. So you have two different phases. You have the fishing phase or the boat phase or whatever, and the town phase, and you've got boats that go out and do a bunch of different. They fish a bunch of different stuff, and then you got the town where you can unlock special abilities and. Excuse me.
Have you guys played this?
And other things.
I'm curious.
But it's very fun. It's a little bit of a meatier roll and write, which I like. Each player gets 2 sheets. All the dice are custom.
They all have fish.
Yeah.
Well, there's like lobsters and...
Yeah. You get a lobster
swordfish.
boat, oyster boat, swordfish boat, shrimp boat.
Is that breaking out your Forrest Gump?
Shrimp. I like shrimp. Shrimp scampi. Shrimp sandwich.
Oh, that was Bubba.
Shrimp stew. Yes, that was Bubba.
That was Bubba.
Which is why it was Bubba Gum Shrimp.
So we got this. Somebody
Bruce says he's played it once. Yeah.
Did you like it, Bruce?
I loved it. I'm excited to play more.
You cut Bruce off. Let's look at Bruce.
Bruce does not have like a plug-in to the live feed, so I can.
Oh, now this one's interesting.
He says he lost as usual.
This is interesting because this was actually a demo giveaway, as you can tell.
It says demo on it.
It says demo on it.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's like the demo's written on it. So it's Wayfinders, and now Pandasaurus was demoing this right across the hall.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, while we were tidying up, they had a bunch of their demos that they let us know that we could come.
They hinted we should go and pick them up from their booth.
Like if if these went missing, who's to know?
Yeah.
So, but you can see it says right there, demo. Now the thing is, the risk with this is there might be pieces missing. Hopefully, it's not unplayable.
But we did go to dinner right after with not only the designer but also the customer service support for Pandasaurus games.
Yeah, so we got connections if we need missing pieces.
Exactly.
Oh, and the designer of this he also designed Decrypto.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Thomas designed Decrypto.
Yeah, went to dinner with this guy. I was late to dinner, so I had no idea who this guy was.
Yeah, he was sitting right next to me.
Yeah, we said hello, and then I was just like...
Well, he was a really quiet guy.
He was very quiet.
It's funny, there's so many, like, different, like...
Personalities?
Yeah, it's different designer personalities. Like, it's not like you look at them and you're like, oh yeah, typical designer. I haven't met a typical designer.
No, there's
like,
not.
He was really quiet, seemed like a nice guy. He's from Montreal. Again, another Canadian.
More Canadians.
Yeah, more Canadians. And he was, I met... Like recently, I met him. I met Daryl. Met like Alex, and they're all designers. They're all like completely different people, right? All great designers. Anyways, it's just interesting. And so we got Wayfinders. Both me and Sammy Boy here.
We both got a copy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to play that.
Yeah, and then I got Robin Hood. Hey, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Robin Hood the Merry Men.
Yeah. Now, you guys might recognize this and be like, wait a second, didn't you do an unboxing of Robin Hood? Don't you already have that? I don't. The unboxing wasn't mine. Now, I do unboxings of games that aren't mine. I don't do it often, but there's the odd game where somebody gets it from Kickstarter, and they're like, hey, do you want to do an unboxing of this? And I was like, sure. And this was one of them. But now I got it. And not only do I got Robin Hood,
we'll see if it has a mix of a missing punch board.
Yeah, I'll tell you that in a second. But I also got this roll of like the metal coins for Robin Hood.
Final Frontier Games hooked you up with those.
Yeah.
After the fact.
Yeah. So Final Frontier, they were really nice. Hooked us up.
They came over and said, I love board game coffee. Mark is the coolest guy. Actually, so I was walking by their booth.
Yeah.
And Mark had picked it up. And the woman who Mark had picked it up from, I haven't told you this.
No.
The woman who had gotten him Robin Hood the Merry Men, she stopped me as I was walking by the booth. She's like, hey, that guy at your booth, yeah, the real smiley one. Yes. Yeah, that guy Robin Hood, here, I got these coins for him. But that was how she's like, the guy at your booth, the real smiley one. Because by the end of the con, the rest of us are like, hi, it's Gamelyn. Yeah, we do Tiny Up. And you're like, board game coffee. You want to hear about Tiny Epic next?
I'm so sick of describing Tiny Epic next. My throat hurts. But there was one. I feel bad for the people. Like I did describe it, but I felt bad. I was like, can you tell us about this game? I was like I had to. It wasn't.
Let me mentally prepare myself.
Yeah, I was like.
For those of you that have demoed games at booth, you know what we're talking about. If you haven't, you don't know what we're talking about. But know that as much as as a publisher, like, we love the games and we want to show people, sometimes on the last day of a con after you've explained a game over 100 times and your voice is dead and you're ready to fall asleep, and then someone goes, can you explain this game to me? And you're like, yes. Yes, I can.
Good. It's a great game, Bruce.
Bruce says he loves it. Good.
It's great. I'm a big fan of Tiny Epic Mechs. Me and Britt were playing it quite a few times actually before we came to Essen. Which is good that we played it a lot because I explained it like 300 times.
It's called working at a booth.
Okay, so now before I get to my last one, this is the one I was so excited about. Before I get that, I want to talk about Sam's Hall because I'm saving mine for last. Like, I think it's the best one. But you can't mention this.
Okay, I won't. I got a few things. I made friends with Big Potato Games, so I got a copy of Gamelyn. I know it's been out for a while, but I haven't gotten a copy, so I have a copy of Gamelyn now, which I feel good about. I got Empires of the North, which is the newer one from Portal Games, and the expansion, the Japanese expansion. I got Ishtar, which is the new Bruno Cathala from Yellow.
Yeah.
And their other one that's a garden game, I'm looking at it, but it's too far away and too small for me to read it. It's a gardenish... Hold on. I'm going to tell you.
Sam's.
Legendary Forests.
Legendary Forest. Oh, that's the one with the really pretty box art.
Yes. Yeah, that's what attracted me to it. Legendary Forest.
It's really pretty.
I also got Wayfinders. I got the Amazon's expansion for Imperial Settlers. That one came out a year ago. I just didn't get it. And also from Fantasy for Final Frontier. I got Rise to Nobility. Oh, and Mental Blocks from Pandasaurus.
You got some autographed.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate said he would trade me my unautographed version of Robin Hood for his autographed version of Robin Hood.
Oh.
But Nate's asleep.
You bet. Well, maybe. If
So,
not, we can sneak into the room and get it.
All right, excellent. Yeah, because Nate's got an autographed copy of Robin Hood, and he said he would trade me for my unautographed copy. So that would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now here it is. We're gonna. This is our last note. Right?
Yes.
Okay, this is what I want to go off on. And well, and then we'll do a final thoughts. But I'm so excited about this. This box is heavy. It's heavy. It's not released.
Correct.
It's big news. Ready? Ready? See if you can guess what it is. I'm gonna come up slow. Can you tell what it is now? Huh?
Oh, that's a little bit more of a clue.
Look at this.
Oh, now it's really starting to give a clue.
You gotta know what that is. Dun 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 dun. Oh snap! I got on Mars. This box is so heavy. I'm so excited about this game. Look, check it out. Check it out. I like games on Mars. You get your next game's gotta be Tiny Epic Mars. I don't care what it's about.
Okay.
Just call it Tiny Epic Mars.
I'll start working on that.
Like Terraforming Mars, I was like on board, right? Like I love Terraforming Mars, probably like one of my favorite games. And so just do Tiny Epic Mars, man. And then Brittany, note this down. We're gonna do top 5 Mars games. Huh?
So all 5 of them. Just gonna rank them in order.
So yeah. So what I was thinking is, I want to crack open into. Damn it! I can't speak it. The English.
Spiel it.
I want to open this as fast as possible. So, I've already told Brittany to prep our studio table because currently it's filled with Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. So I've told her to prep the table, and we are gonna do an unboxing of this bad boy as soon as possible. Probably not as soon as I get home, because I believe I will just probably be unconscious.
Sleep for 14 hours?
Yeah, I'll be unconscious when I get home. And I also got, it's the, what is it called? It's the upgrade pack. So I got the upgrade pack for it too. Cool, so we'll open that. Yeah, I'm so excited for the On Mars thing. Okay, so that was great.
Yes, it was. I also got a copy of On Mars.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I didn't want him to spoil it. Just grow up his list and On Mars. Oh, and the Forest game. Just like throw it in there.
To be fair though, because I don't think it's delivered to Kickstarter backers yet. You got a review copy.
Yeah.
So it's specifically for you to review.
Yep.
So there you go.
There you go. Yeah, it'll get.
It's not like it wasn't in case like any Kickstarter backers are watching.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
no,
for sale.
No, yeah, it's not. It was a review copy.
Yes.
And I was, it's not easy to get them.
No.
And so yeah, so that was.
I know a guy or two.
Yeah. So Sam put me in touch with the right people, and he was like, "You gotta hook up Board Game Coffee, man, if you want coverage."
That's what I said.
They've got you covered.
Bruce says that Brittany should do the unboxing.
No. Bruce, you don't know.
So the question is, would the unboxing be longer or shorter?
I'm really curious. I'd be curious to find out. I think it would...
Like, would there just be so much conjecture that, like, the unboxing is 4 hours? Or would it be like, I don't know what this is, let's move on. I don't know what this is, move on. And then it's like 10 minutes.
I think it would be longer to film. Because I don't know, because Brittany's never done one before. And Brittany's a little shy on camera, so she gets a little flustered. So if something went wrong, I could see a panic set in. We'd edit it out, of course, but that would lengthen the whole process of filming this.
Okay.
But she does reboxing.
She do reboxing.
She does. We have a one
reboxing.
We did a
reboxing.
Put the game away? Yeah. We did a reboxing of Rising Sun. It's 1 minute because we fast forwarded it. You know, when you say it like that and you laugh, it sounds like when you trick your kids to cleaning the house. Let's play the clean the house game. And they race around going, faster, 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 get the socks. That's what it sounds like. Like, I've never thought of it like that, because the videos look cool back, you know, playing at super speed. But it's like, we gotta clean this up, Brittany. I'm gonna film you in your reboxing. That's what it sounds like. That's not what it is. That's mean. But yeah, Brittany likes it. She likes putting it away. It gives her it's like a zen moment for her.
Oh, Chris says there should be a challenge of terraforming Mars, Mark versus Britt, and the winner does the unboxing.
No.
Does Britt beat you at terraforming Mars?
She's never beat me in terraforming.
Oh, okay.
She's never beat me.
So what you're saying is you're afraid of the challenge.
Here's the thing. I've said this to Brittany a few times. Now, both Brittany and Chris have lost 100% to me at terraforming Mars. So many times. Sometimes multiple times a night. And now, and they get upset when I say this, but I was like, this might be your game. Like, I can't win forever, because they're not like total crap at the game. But I've won every time, so I was like, I can't win forever. Like, this is gonna be like, cards are not gonna line up for me or line up for them, whatever. It's just gonna work out, right?
Do you draft though? Do you play the drafting version?
No, we don't do the draft.
Oh.
We just do the, here's your 10, here's your, or 4. I can't remember.
Gotta
It's been a while
draft.
since I played. All right, we'll try the draft version.
You need to draft. I only play the draft version.
Yeah, we've never done the draft.
Also, you've never played Terraform Mars against me.
No, I didn't say I'm unstoppable. I'm saying better than them, those two.
But now I kind of want to play Terraform Mars with you.
All right.
And I want to watch when you beat me.
Well, if I beat you, then if I did beat you, then I was like, I feel like this pressure is building upon me. I don't like it. It's too much pressure.
Because the pressure's all on you. If I lose, it's just like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
If you lose, then it's the end of an era.
It is. Well, we'll play again when the expansion comes out.
Oh, Brittany's throwing it down. She said, yeah, and when I win, we'll never play again.
Yeah, she's... It's bound to happen.
I feel like there's some stuff behind that.
Ever since I said it was bound to happen, Brittany, she was just upset. She's like, don't say that. Don't say it. I'm going to earn it. I'm like, yeah, you will earn it. But eventually, and this might be the game. I don't know.
It's kind of funny. My friend Travis, we played, there's some comments, but I'm going to finish my story first.
Go ahead.
My friend Travis and I got Lanterns dice at Gamma.
Okay.
And I liked Lanterns, the base game. I, liked rolling rights and things. And we played Lanterns, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I did not win. But that is not a requirement for me to like the game. But it's kind of funny because the next time Travis came over to my house, he saw Lanterns in my shelf of, like, this is on the pile to find a new home. Mm-hmm. And he's like, it's because you lost, isn't it? Like, no! He's like, come on. It's because you lost. Like, that is not it whatsoever. I love plenty of games that I lose. And there are plenty of games that I lose more than I win, and I still love.
Yeah, I get that.
But he likes to give me a hard time and say, oh, it's because you lost.
Well, I'll give this to Brittany and Chris. They both keep wanting to play, and they've never won. And they're the ones that they asked to play.
Brittany wants me to crush you at Terraform Mars.
I know she does. She'll accept any win as a victory for her.
Any mark lost is a victory for Brittany.
It is.
But all right, well, next con we're gonna go to.
But it's not like she beats me at like Azul plenty. Like there's games that Brittany beats me more than I beat her. So like I don't see the big deal. It's the same thing. She doesn't do so good at Clank. I was kind of like trying to screw her at the end when it comes to Clank, but that's just good times, right? It's a good laugh. Okay, was that it?
That was it.
Comments? Okay, so how do we even get to talk about Terraforming Mars? How'd that happen?
Mars games.
Is that okay?
That was you. It was Mars games. You wanted to talk about Mars games,
all right.
And then you started talking about Terraforming Mars.
Whatever.
On Mars.
I do. Yes, I know. Okay. All right. So, final thoughts. Essen was great. Would I do it again? Yes. Should you do it? If you can afford to get down here and find a place to stay, then yeah. But
Absolutely, it's fantastic.
But here's the thing. for you Canadians visiting, and I'm speaking just for Canadians, being a Canadian. The exchange rate is not so good for us. Right? Like there's games that I want to get, but like I think I mentioned this in one of the other ones. I wanted to get Paranormal Detective because it looked like a fun game. It was €30, which isn't bad, but it's 35.95 Canadian, which is that's like a $20 difference, right? So it doesn't work out. But that's even like I've mentioned this on some of our other shows. Like the Canadian price sticker and the American price sticker sometimes are the same, but for the exchange, it doesn't work out for us. You actually come shopping in Canada, and there's other times where the price sticker, the number written on it, is less. Like a lot of times, it's less, from what I've seen. Even like comparing it to Board Game Bliss to Cool Stuff Inc. Sometimes the price is less, but almost all the time that I've checked, at least the games I've checked, when you do the conversion, it's cheaper for us by a good amount.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So you bring it to Europe with the euro, it's even worse. So it's just because it's an exchange rate thing for us. It does not work out to buy a lot of games here. Like I picked up, Tavern because my lovely wife wants it.
Oh, and you wanted it too.
I did want it, but and it's because we can't get it yet there.
From the second you saw it,
I think we're waiting for North Star to bring it down. I don't think they started yet, but so that and Azul because it's not out. So it was like limited edition things. I picked up those two, and I was like, okay, that's that limited because a lot of this stuff we got was like reviewer copies, demo copies, things like that, and which is great, which again it works out for me. But just keep that in mind. If you want to pick up stuff like you want to get it super early, then yeah, sure. But also keep in mind what you have to take back.
Yeah, everything you get here you have to take back in a suitcase on a plane.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I was offered. I'm not gonna say by who or what, but I was offered a game that was. It's a big game. It was big, but it was also big. It's like way too big to fit in a suitcase. So I said no, but not for just that reason. Also, like I don't like necessarily taking things that I know I can't do anything with, and that wasn't necessarily the case for this one. Well, it wasn't. This game is being reprinted, and I've already got the reprint. I've ordered it from Kickstarter, and it's coming. I ordered a while ago. It's coming. It's happening. So I didn't want to take a copy of the old one because it's not content I'll use. I'll wait for the new one. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't want to just take stuff just to take stuff. So I want to take stuff that I honestly want. I think I'll play or I'll use or I can do in the show something with. So no, that was it.
Thea, she asked this a little bit earlier, but I forgot to say it. Asked for any news on the Aliens game from Gale Force 9.
No, I didn't even see their booth. I don't even know where it is.
I didn't see their booth either. I just wish that if they still have it, they would print more for Tyrants of the Underdark. It's one of my favorite deck builders.
There's I don't even know where their booth. It's really hard to.
There's a lot of publishers I never saw their booth.
Bonacore invited me to his booth. Stephen Bonacore from Stronghold Games. I never saw their booth.
I haven't seen
Stronghold. I have no idea where their booth is. He told me, but I forgot. It's either in I think probably 1 or 2, right?
2's a black hole. Yeah. I mean, for you, 3 is the black hole.
3 is the black hole.
But 2 is really.
If you've been following my Instagram stories, I keep getting lost in Hall 3. I don't know what is it with that. It's I don't know how the thing's shaped, but it might be a straight line. But it's just
it's a rectangle.
I can't. Every door I take I end up in Hall 3. It's I get lost. It's I go out and I was I'm trying to find Hall 4 or Hall 2 or whatever hall, and it's boop, back into 3. Every time I look up, it's Hall 3. Okay. But we need to make a game where the character is me and the game's called Hall 3. And you think it's get from A to B and don't go into every time you go into Hall 3 you lose a life or something. Something's gotta happen. Anyways, okay, that is all. I like Essen. It's pricey for Canadians, but it's a good time.
Yeah,
it's a good time. There's a lot to see.
Love
and if you want to get stuff early, then yeah, sure, then whatever. It's save for it. If you want to do it, save now for next year, right? Plan early to get a place that's close. So
yeah, you can start reservations this week.
Yep. Actually, for this hotel, November 29th.
Oh, because you wanted to get one in this hotel?
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend looking in this hotel. I'm checking it out. I'm curious because the prices aren't released until November 29th.
That's expensive.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. I just
Go
want
to
to see.
Motel 1. Motel 1's a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah. So, because me and Brittany want to come back. Brittany will get a chance to do it this time, but yeah. So it's a great con. It's a great con. There's great stuff. There's great people. There's great demos. You have to wait for demos, but sometimes you can sign up for it, which is cool. Like, hey, come back at 2:00, come back at 3:00. You're good to go. So that is all. Essen is good.
Das gut.
That's good.
Das gut.
That-
Stillwasser, bitte.
What? The water?
Yeah. Still water.
Still water. Yes. If you're here, here's the tip. Ask for, how do you say it?
Stillwasser.
Stillwasser. Because if you ask for water, you'll get mineral water.
You get bubbly water.
Yeah, we call it mineral water. Is that the same
Ugh.
thing?
Well, no,
Yeah.
because there's mineral water that's still. That just has weird taste.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's fizzy water.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a question.
Did you see the Ares game of Battlestar Galactica?
I think I walked behind the backside of that.
I've seen the Ares booth. I didn't walk up to
Yeah.
it.
That's it. Did I mention it's big?
I'm sorry. Faye has asked several questions that were just unhelpful on.
Yeah, sorry.
I spend most of my time at the booth, so I don't get around a lot.
Yeah,
you got around more than I do.
Yeah, I know, but not a lot. I was still at the booth most of the time.
That's true.
So, and like I said, it's I have 2 hours on either end, and there's always like a meeting of some sort in there and a demo I booked. So it's not like I walk around looking for demos. It's like I got a demo here, zip, straight line, get the demo, zip, right back, or demo meeting,
And
back.
then you didn't eat, and you're fainting at the booth.
Yeah, so I barely had time to eat, so I just was eating and walking if I could, and I had to leave the booth because I was getting dizzy. So I really dropped the ball on like going to look for what you guys asked for, and I'll be better next time because hopefully I'll have Brittany with me and she'll have my back. Because Brittany will do it. There you
She'll
go.
have the schedule.
She'll have the schedule. Brittany will schedule this out. She'll have this figured out. Because that's the problem. It's all on me right now. And here's how Board Game Coffee works. I do this. Brittany does all the stuff that keeps this keeps this together. So that's why, like, what time was I leaving on my plane? I don't even know. Brittany from across the planet let me know my plane's leaving at 9:30. So
You got a good woman.
yeah, thanks. So, yeah, I'm not the one that does this. Okay, that's it. Okay, Essen Spiel. It was great. Thanks for joining us, Sam. It's been a blast, brother.
Hey, thanks for coming with us.
And,
I'm glad you could make it.
I appreciate for a game. You guys have been awesome the whole time. All you guys, you, Mike, Nate, the whole Gamelyn crew is wicked, and they make great games. Oh, and they got a Kickstarter. You want to do one?
We do. Tiny Epic Dinosaurs is on Kickstarter right now.
Yeah, if you like cute little dinosaurs and worker placement gameplay, that's it.
Check it out.
Go do that one.
I'm one of the developers of it. I think it's fantastic. Tiny Epic Dinosaurs on Kickstarter, running through November 4th.
Mm-hmm. All right, so go check that out, and good night. Next time you see me, I'll be back in Canada. Bye, guys.